and we are going.
All right.
All right.
So, all right. Well, I feel like we didn't get a chance to properly settle things last time because you had to do something, and I'm willing to believe that because you said you weren't prepared. But last time we were discussing this ideology of separating the art from the artist.
Mhm.
And that does not work. You want to know why?
I disagree, but I'll hear you out.
You can't, in the case of the Nostalgia Critic, you can't do that because the art is a direct reflection of the artist. In every out of character video that I found, Doug's real life behavior, sense of humor, and understanding of movies is exactly the same as the Nostalgia Critic's. Nostalgia Critic thinks there's some sort of mystical connection between Mad Max and the Roadrunner cartoons. Doug himself thinks there's some sort of mystical connection between Mad Max and the Roadrunner cartoons. The reason you can't separate the art from the artist in the case of Nostalgia Critic is because Doug Walker himself refuses to be separated from it. He was given a very clear chance to peacefully leave the character in retirement so he can move on with his life and try to do something else. But when Demo Reel wasn't met with the mountain of praise he was used to, he went back to doing Nostalgia Critic because he went back to doing Nostalgia Critic after he clearly stated to boldly flee was meant to be the end of Nostalgia Critic's story, because the Nostalgia Critic is the only way he can maintain his relevance on the internet.
Well, firstly, I would like to apologize. I didn't know that because I haven't seen. I don't watch his reviews outside the Nostalgia Critic character very often. Yeah, that's why I didn't know. So I apologize for not knowing that.
Can you try saying that again? I don't think you were speaking clearly enough.
Well, okay. I'll try to talk slowly. I apologize that I didn't know that. The thing is, I usually don't watch Dogs reviews outside the Nostalgia Critic character. I usually just watch the Nostalgia Critic, so that's why I didn't know that. I apologize for that.
So, you don't know pretty much anything about Doug, you only watch the Nostalgia Critic content he puts out.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that is exactly the point that I made. The Nostalgia Critic is literally the only thing anyone actually cares about because you know why? Because Demo Reel flopped. Demo Reel proved that even the most die-hard fans of Doug's audience did not find him the least bit funny, charming, intellectually capable, competent, or creative unless he was doing the Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, I will admit, I I didn't care about that. Oh, and one thing I forgot to ask is swearing allowed in this call?
A what?
That's one thing I forgot to ask. Is swearing allowed in this call?
No, it's just the four of us.
This is what I was trying to ask.
Yes, you can swear as much as you want. We are all adults here.
Thanks.
What he was saying?
Yes, he was in the chat room to explain what his question was.
All right, because I have a difficult time understanding. He's not speaking.
I'll just read it out for you right now. The question was, is swearing allowed in this call? The answer, for the most part, is yes.
Oh, well, yes.
Oh,
Because I want it to be a fair grounds kind of thing.
okay. Before you ask the next questions, I want to clarify something which you brought up in the last call. You brought up a video defending Green Lantern, right? Well, when I got upset over people not liking the movie, I wasn't being legit. That was all an act.
How can you say it was an act and not provide any context that it was an act?
Just for clarification, this is the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds.
This is the video you were talking about, right?
Oh, which one?
Let's look in the chat room, Zaid.
No, I'm talking about the comments you made on your Facebook. You said, I'm so fucking tired of people just shitting on this movie.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't remember that. Oh, you were talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, that was something you did in real life, out of character, outside of your YouTube videos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not playing a character on my I wasn't playing a character on my Facebook, so yeah.
All right. So that is basically the same thing that I'm getting at here. Doug's in real life approach to things is pretty much mirrored in the Nostalgia Critic. So how am I supposed to not think that you and your YouTube Blaze the Movie fan character have the exact same idealism or character?
Yeah, you are right. My opinion in my videos is completely legit, but I say but the character is usually how I react to fictional characters appearing, stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. What I say in my videos for the most part is how I really feel.
All right. Because that was a very strong defense you were trying to make for Doug. The importance of separating the art from the artist. But you can't do that with a Nostalgia Critic for reasons that I've already laid out.
Okay, just out of curiosity, would you say the same thing about the angry video gamer nerd or the irate gamer, or are those two things different from that?
Well, if I haven't seen a whole lot of episodes of Angry Video Game Nerd, but I know that the way he reviews things and the way he upholds his opinions in out of character stuff is identical. The Angry Video Game Nerd is just a character he acts out for over the top comedic sketches. So, yes, I would say it's the same thing with Angry Video Game Nerd.
Alright. Fair enough.
So, what I want to know is, why are you willing to forgive Doug for all the shitty stuff he does, and yet you were willing to unsubscribe from my channel in 2020?
Well, to be honest, the main reason why I unsubscribed is because I thought that your videos were for the most part very toxic. That's the main reason why I unsubscribed.
Toxic. You think I was being toxic by talking about the stuff that I was going over in those videos?
No, I thought that you were being toxic for constantly insulting the fans of stuff you were talking about and the people involved with the movies. That is the bad thing. Yeah, that's.
So you're upset that I'm sorry.
As for the Nostalgia Critic, but honestly, I'd never really cared about Doug Walker himself. I have only been thinking about the Nostalgia Critic, not really Doug himself.
Okay. So a couple of things about that. You think it's toxic to insult the filmmakers who basically have no respect for the audience that they were just swindling out of their stuff? You think my name calling or any of the insults I've directed at J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy, or Disney is going to hurt them? They don't care. As long as they're making enough money off their corporate garbage, they could care less about what anyone says about them or their work. They will not shed any tears if I go up to them and I say, "You're a piece of shit for what you did with these movies." And they'll just, "Huh, I don't give a shit. So why are you getting offended on their behalf?"
Well, the thing is, the reason why I don't like that is because I know how fucking hard it is to make movies. Most movies take at least a couple of years to make, and it's a lot of hard work.
It doesn't matter how much hard work is put into the product. If the product is horrible and offensive and dog shit, then people have every right to be angry at it for not meeting the standards that are expected.
Yeah, I don't want people getting angry at the movies, but I think attacking the people behind the movies is going too far.
I actually, do you mind if I step in real quick? I think I have something I'd like to point out that hasn't been considered.
Oh,
Go
sure.
ahead, Coyote.
All right, so let's talk since Kathleen Kennedy's name came up and we're talking about J.J. Abrams as well, I can assume this is a lot of it has to do with Star Wars. Now, in this particular topic, another thing to consider is that there are also numerous things that were also created, such as books, video games, such as comics, various things over the course of decades that were also systematically thrown completely out of the canon. That's a lot of work from a lot of other people as well that were essentially treated like trash by the people who now put out the new products, which were not very good. Not only that, a lot of the new products that were not very good simply repackaged a lot of those characters that they decanonized and tried to sell them twice, essentially. And when people got angry, they said, well, we had nothing to work with. It's not like Marvel where we had a lot of stuff. The reality is a lot of people are angry because they did exactly what you're describing. They treated a lot of really hard work that was really well loved by a huge audience like trash, and then they tried to essentially say it didn't matter and we had nothing and that's why it was bad. That's why people are mostly angry, at least a lot of fans of Star Wars.
To be honest, there is one thing that I really hate about American movie studios, and that is when shithead executives screw over a director's vision. That is just disgusting, and it has to stop. I fucking hate when that happens.
Well, I'm not just saying a director's vision. It was multiple studios, multiple people who put their heart and soul into various books, various comics, various games, things that took decades of work to establish that fans had come to appreciate and love, like characters like Revan, characters like Darth Bane, who established the rule of two in the Star Wars lore. And the fact that Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson, people like that, completely threw all of that out and threw it in the trash and said, didn't happen, you can't have it anymore. That's what bothers people, and that's why people are so angry. And to me, based on what you're saying, that whole, you need to respect people's, the hard work that goes in, a lot of the hard work, they didn't show any of that respect to the people who previously established a lot of this beloved content. So to me, it doesn't feel all that unjust to treat them the same way they treated the stuff that they essentially disrespected.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Zaid Magenta, as soon as I'm done in this call, I am gonna remove your channel from my video blocker and resubscribe to your channel. I probably won't watch your content regularly, but I am willing to give it a second chance.
Oh, I didn't care if you unsubscribed from me. I cared about the inconsistency in your values.
Oh, I see.
Right.
JJ, Rian Johnson, and all those other guys are making millions, possibly billions of dollars. Nothing I say about them in my YouTube videos is going to hurt them because the money is all they care about, and whatever stardom they've achieved from their career in filmmaking and directing. Because that's the kind of people that they pretty much are. It's what they've demonstrated. And their lack of respect for the IP that they were given responsibility over, and just not having any respect for decades of hard work, just for the sake of their own vision, I can insult them however I want because they clearly did not have any respect for my intelligence or for anyone else's appreciation for the hard work that went into this 40 decades of content if they were willing to disregard it that much.
All right. Oh.
The thing is, there was something else because there's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why is it that you hate me more than the people like Ryan Johnson, J.J. Abrams, Doug Walker, or all those other people?
Well, oh.
Because let me lay it out for you. Okay, so you don't like it when I say mean words about the media that I cover in my videos or when I say harsh statements? Okay, well, here's the thing. Doug is guilty of something a lot worse than that. He allowed a sexual predator on his site. He lied about what kind of person Juwario was, and he continued to keep up this lie regarding Juwario after the man had died. He scammed his fans out of thousands of dollars. He treated his coworkers like dirt. He literally does not care about anything except his own happiness and creative whims, and you still support his content while not seeing what is wrong with that. Why would you
Well,
support
actually,
Doug after all that?
there's okay. There's something that I want to say. To tell the truth, when I unsubscribed from your channel back in 2020, I didn't really give it a second thought. I just thought about your content again this year, but after I unsubscribed, I didn't really think about your content that much. So I wouldn't say that I hated you between 2020 and 2022. I just moved on from even thinking about your channel. But yeah, before I unsubscribed, I did start hating your content. But I didn't hate it for too long. I just moved on from it when I unsubscribed back in 2020.
All right, well, I'm trying to find something. Here's the thing, I can't believe that. Let me see, where is it? So the thing is, when you originally got contacted by Lio, you were told about the whole thing about the people accusing me of being a groomer and shit like that. And you said, I do not support that even with people that I hate.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to say about that?
Well, listen, I'm so sorry you had to deal with those accusations. That was uncalled for.
All right, and that's fine.
Well, yeah, well, like I said, I don't really care about the person Doc Walker. I only care about the critic character. I know that is they I know that they share the same opinions, but yeah, I don't really care much about Doc Walker himself.
Do you still support the nostalgia critic?
Yeah.
So, you're more angry about the whole respecting different opinions thing than you are at all of the terrible shit that was done at Channel Awesome.
Well, to be clear, I don't support the shit that was exposed in the document. I think it was fucking terrible. Like you think it's not the same thing as supporting the behind the scenes stuff.
Then why are you still supporting the Nostalgia Critic? Because you are supporting Doug, the person who enabled all that terrible shit, by supporting the Nostalgia Critic. He's still making stuff that you're consuming.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't care about Doug, just the Nostalgia Critic.
So you don't care about the horrible shit that Doug did as long as you continue to get instant gratification from the Nostalgia Critic's content?
I don't respect Doug Walker as a person. I just want to make that clear.
Then why are you supporting his content?
Because I enjoy it.
So your enjoyment is more important than the expense of the people who were hurt, including Juwario's victims. Is that it?
Like I said, I don't support most of the stuff happening behind the scenes, and I agree that it's fucking disgusting. But
you're choosing to enable Doug's terrible behavior and his inaction by continuing to support the Nostalgia Critic. Why would you want to support the Nostalgia Critic knowing that Doug has shown no remorse or desire to show proper repentance for his or Mike's actions? He has actively gone out of his way to not properly address any of it. There was just one very brief interview that he had with Double Toasted where he didn't even go into the full details of the situation. He just described it as miscommunication between coworkers. He didn't bring up scamming his fans out of thousands of dollars, lying about what the money was going to be used for. He didn't bring up the accusations of Juwario or how he was a sexual predator and possible pedophile, how he lied about what kind of person Juwario was for the sake of protecting his image of how he was a good person, regardless of how much that was going to hurt his victims.
well, I already said that I don't support any of that stuff that he did. I just watched the reviews, but yeah, that stuff was horrible.
Why? Why do you still support their reviews and give them financial support when they have clearly demonstrated they don't deserve your support because they don't care about you? They don't care about any of the people they hurt. They just care about maintaining their relevance on YouTube.
Well, the reason why I still watch the Nostalgia Critic is because I like the reviews. That's it. There's no other reason.
So you're gonna be an idiot with inconsistent values, is that it?
Well, I don't know what else to say.
Here, do you mind if I interject, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Blaze, I'm going to give you an example of what Zaid is trying to clarify here, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and take your time with answering me. I'm patient. But so Now this is a completely different topic altogether, but this is just the example. You know how the movie Cuties came in 2020 on Netflix, made by Memoa Dakoe?
Oh, I never watching that.
I didn't say you didn't have to watch it. I'm just saying, do you know the existence of Cuties?
Yeah.
Okay, now Memoa Decolle made two films, one after Cuties and one before. Now, say you never heard of her because of Cuties, but you just saw her first film she made, and the first film she made is basically, to put in perspective, some type of World War I perspective movie, and it's her first student film, and you like it. Okay, cool. But then you find out she's making a second movie called Cuties, and you're like, oh, okay. You read the description of the movie and you think, okay, this sounds interesting. Collars and Tiaras and a bunch of other type of shows and movies throughout America and the world have trouble with basically beauty pageants with little kids being inappropriate. So let's see how she does this from a different perspective, which is in Paris, France. Then you watch the movie, and like I said, you don't have to, but again, example, you watch the movie and it turns out that is completely thrown a 180. You're seeing inappropriate things that 11, 10, 9, whatever year old kids are doing on camera, and yet you don't know the full story about it. But then you find out that this is basically her perspective from when she was a kid mixed with a modern era. Now, if you find that to be inappropriate, do you still think that you would follow her to watch her other films after Cuties, or would you prefer to not watch Cuties and just stick to the first film you watched for her? Like, basically, do you just not think that Cuties should exist around her name and just stick to her other films? That's what I'm basically asking.
Well, every director, well, who this is literally child porn, isn't it? Yeah.
Basically.
Every director has made their share of good and bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Honestly, I really don't know how I can answer that without sounding like a hypocrite, as I have done that more than enough.
That is perfectly fine, but I'm just stating that as like an example for what Zaid is trying to put in perspective. Like, if one person makes one bad decision or one bad movie, one bad product, whatever, would you still follow them to the ends of the earth because they still made like 99 good things, and yet they made the one shit thing that people basically left them because of that? Like, they made one shit thing, but they still make a bunch of other things regardless.
Well, a bad movie is one thing, but if that person makes child porn, I probably wouldn't support them anymore.
All right, so you're saying you would no longer support Main Monodokoe for anything, even past stuff, after she produced child porn.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, now let's take that perspective and go back to Doug Walker. Now, Doug Walker has done practically multiple different bad things that Zaid here does not certainly agrees that is bad, considering the Juwario thing and a bunch of other stuff. So take that in perspective and think, do you think Doug Walker, and just to clarify, Doug Walker, Nostalgia Critic, whoever, you don't split each other like they're Jekyll and Hyde. It's literally one dude, same dude altogether. Doug Walker himself has done some pretty bad stuff regarding that document, and do you still tend to follow him just because he's playing a character? Because at the end of the day, the character is still him, just wearing a different outfit, as I see it.
Honestly, you don't need to. Honestly, you don't need to dance around it. Yeah, I am willing to admit, I am a fucking moron. Is that what you wanted me to admit to?
No, we do not want you to feel like we don't want you to feel like you're bad for following this kind of stuff, but we just want to clarify why you follow certain things that maybe Zaid just doesn't agree on, or other people is on his side and doesn't agree with you either. We are not trying to downplay you, we're not trying to make you feel bad. We are just trying to get what is going through your head regarding following certain things. And we are just trying to give you examples as well as perspective here. We are not trying to argue, we are not trying to yell, we are just trying to hear different sides of the same coin.
Okay.
Of course.
So, but I'm pretty sure that Zaid Magenta thinks that I'm a fucking moron. Isn't that correct?
What do you mean by that?
You do think I'm a fucking moron, right?
Yes, because you have demonstrated inconsistencies with your values, and you have used that to villainize me and rally people against me for 5 years. Because here's the thing, you're kinda still doing it. Here, some moron commented on your video going over all of the shitty reasons for why he believes I'm a horrible person, and your response to this is, yeah, I'm glad I don't watch his videos anymore. And below that is, yeah, he is the definition of unhinged, the exact same person who was accusing me of being a groomer.
Oh,
Yeah, that was actually the next point we were gonna make if we ever did get it into this call. And another reason I am basically involved here, other than to keep everyone calm and in check, was because technically I am involved in this regarding how I'm defending Zaid here, because that moron in the screenshot there basically has argued with me regarding how because I commented on your video saying everyone can have their own opinion, and you said your response, which I do not remember because, let's be honest, we're all morons at the end of the day. But then that Mike person replied to me saying something along the lines of, why are you defending a stalker or a child stalker, or however he puts it? And then Zaid got into the conversation, which I can't see because I think you maybe have him blocked in your comments. And then Mike goes on to say something along the lines of, you remind me of To Catch a Predator type guys, where they just wanted to make an excuse after seeing Chris Hansen. Not in those words, but he basically said Zaid reminds me of a To Catch a Predator person. And I respond with, you do not compare him to a To Catch a Predator person, because he has not done anything of the sort to children. And I do not know if you have deleted the comment thread or if you deleted certain comments regarding this individual, but I'm just stating fact that I was very livid when I saw that person basically calling my best friend a pedophile.
there. Oh,
And I know some people can't control their comment section nor their fan base, but you do have to realize when it's a little bit too far, because I believe after the first call we had in the group, you did delete or got rid of some of the comments, but from what I saw, I don't think they are fully gone, but I can see you have tried to make an effort. But I'm just saying that if you have commenters that like follow you, but they accuse of another person you just dislike for a small bit of it, like basically this person is saying, oh, he's a pedophile, when all you do, Blaze, is just say a little bit of negative criticisms for Zaid. Meanwhile, this guy is saying, oh, he reminds me of a pedophile because he stalked a child because blah, blah, blah. That is completely two different things, and I think that is not a good fan to have regarding your fan base.
hold on. I am looking at the comment and I see no mention about grooming or pedophilia. I don't see any of it
Oh,
there at all. Yeah, I don't see any of that in the comment.
Because I still have that screenshot saved.
I have the screenshots as well. Blaze, would you like me to read off the comment thread to see if it refreshes your memory?
No. I do remember that, but what I am saying, in Daniel Wolf's comment, I don't see any mention of that. That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, the screenshot Zaid posted in the chat here?
Yeah, I don't see any mention of that there.
I will look closely here. For one thing, his videos on Cuties has him admitting that he didn't even watch the movie he was currently criticizing, which cheapens the authenticity of his word, and in the description he left a list of accounts of YouTubers and Twitter people told his fans to basically harass them, blah 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 blah. And further evidence of his bullying tactics while NC and Channel Awesome, blah blah blah. Last of Us Part 2, blah blah blah. And the cartoon she's stalking and harassment, good God, Antor really has joined Lily Orchard, blah blah blah. Okay, yes, to be fair, Zaid, it does not state anything involving grooming from what I can see here, so you kind of made a little oopsie on that end regarding this screenshot, but I can definitely see how you were trying to get your point across regarding Blaze's comment section over here.
I'm not talking about Daniel Wolf. I'm talking about Mike Manzi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, apologies on both of our sides, Zaid.
Yeah.
Wait. Is Mike Mansi the one who accused you of being a pedophile?
Yes.
Right.
But not within this comment section. It was regarding how when I made my comment and you replied,
Okay.
and then it went downhill from there.
Can you link me his YouTube channel, because I am gonna block him.
You want me to read what he said?
Just link me his YouTube channel. I wanna block him.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go to the comment section of your video and I'll get the URL to his channel and you can freely block him however you wish.
Yeah. Okay, there are 17 minutes left. There is actually one thing that I wanna say.
All right.
I was truthful when I said that I hated watched your content for 2 years. However, I will admit that I did something which I probably shouldn't have. I even during that time I still watched a bunch of anti misanthropony videos. You were called that at the time, and blindly agreed with them without thinking about that. I probably shouldn't have, so I didn't even watch your content anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Because the thing is, you seem to have been doing it quite a lot, because here's this other situation of someone accusing me of harassing Sakurai because I criticized the World of Light mode in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, I didn't know the full context of what happened.
This person was basically accusing me of harassing someone just because I criticized a badly designed mode in their game, and that's how harassment works. And your response to that was, "Thanks for the warning. I was first interested in seeing that video, but now I'm not as interested." Do you just blindly agree with anyone who shit talks me in the comment section of your videos?
Well, Yeah, I will admit that I did. I did. Yeah, I did that.
All right, well, that was not a smart thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I wanted to be more open-minded. Maybe I should have just had a call with you earlier and asked you questions instead of believing what other people said about your content. Yeah, I am sorry, and I am being sincere here. I'm gonna stop doing
That's
that.
fine. All right, and I believe that is a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? There was one thing I wanted to clarify. Why do you think I have to be respectful towards different opinions on stuff?
Oh,
Because
uh,
my job as a reviewer is to delve into the qualities of a product and determine whether or not it's good or bad. I do not owe anyone anything else beyond that. The Star Wars sequel trilogy, I will destroy those movies in every video they're featured in because they are god awful products that have no respect for our time or our intelligence. They don't come even close to meeting the standards of good filmmaking. And people who don't care about these problems are not helping the industry to get better, they're making it worse. All it does is lead to these billion-dollar corporations doing jack shit to improve their products because they know these people will blindly suck off their horribly made stuff as long as it has the name of their favorite thing plastered on it.
well, thing is, the reason why I want people to respect others' opinions is because I prefer a movie discussion where people just disagree civilly and treat others with respect, because movies are just fiction by the end of the day. And and I personally enjoy movie discussions and debates far more when people argue in a civil way instead of being harsh on each other.
Why do you think that's a bad thing? Because let me tell you, this thing that you're against, it happens on Twitter all the time. I've seen it more times than I can count.
Yeah, I noticed that. Huh? Are you still there?
Yep.
Okay.
I am, but I'll be right back.
Okay, Coyote.
You can keep going. The recording will still be going. I won't be at my computer. I'll let you know when I'm back.
Yep,
Okay.
got you.
All right.
If I could interject, I just want to clarify something. Blaze, and I'm not saying it's any of your fault, because we all probably do this at some point or another, but whenever you make a video on someone or something, do you tend to do your research, or do you just base your video on someone's video that you made and just see where it goes? Because from what I've heard the last couple times regarding certain points Zaid made, you stated that you did not know the full context of certain things, and I just wanted to know if you only base your context on the stuff that you've seen from a surface level perspective.
Well, the thing is, most of the times when I make a video responding to someone, I do for my own opinion and think and try to be open-minded and think about what they're saying from their perspectives. I also try to be open-minded towards people I hate, such as Cult of Dusty and Wars. But I wasn't open-minded about this about Zaid Magenta, and I have been biased towards him for the past couple of years. I
Yeah.
should be more open-minded. Even if I hate someone's content overall, sometimes I do acknowledge that sometimes they can make good points and good videos. So yeah.
Yes, because and like I said, a lot of people make that mistake a lot. They don't do their research, or they just see what they can consume and then just base their own ideological perspectives regarding just that. Because I don't know if you've seen Zaid's recent videos, but he did make one video regarding a video game franchise, The Last of Us, and from the video, he despises the second game, mostly from the story perspective. And granted, he's never played the game, but he's seen someone's long play of it, and he has actually done his research regarding the background, like for the fact that there was the character that he does not like in that game. He did research about how she was modeled after a workout person or whatever. Like, he didn't have to know about all that. He just had to make a small research comparison on just the video game franchise entirely and how it was ruined. That's basically what I'm trying to see, if you can be able to do that the next time you want to criticize someone or something, because you kind of need to do your own research just so that way people don't take just your word and then like spread it like it is misinformation. Because like I said, Zaid did a lot of research for a game he didn't even play, nor did he not want to play, because that takes some guts. And in all due respect, it's impressive, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta do your own research before you put it out there. It's almost like you gotta think before you type and reply. That's kind of the long and short of it, you know?
Well, the thing is, with a lot of my videos, I do take at least a month to think about what I want to say before I make the video. And yeah, I do sometimes do research when I make videos. I did a lot of research when I made my video History of the Angry Video Game Nerd. I'll link it here.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, as of recent things, and I don't know a good example, but I'm just stating, like, for uh possibly for future reference, maybe try to do a little bit more digging before you go into before you jump into the fire pit, basically. Like
Yeah.
Because that's basically what I'm trying to say. Because Zaid and possibly Coyote Lovely here, they both do their research before they voice act, edit, post, all that stuff for their videos. And I don't do a whole lot of video making, but I guarantee I will be doing my research on certain things before I make the video. And I know video editing and video making can be hard sometimes on certain topics and occasions because scheduling and algorithms and bleh. But I'm just saying that if you need to give out full context regarding the thing you are talking about, you have to make sure you're not just saying bits and pieces of it and people just assume you're saying a different thing and spread misinformation. That's basically the long and short of what I'm trying to say there.
Well, the thing is, the vast majority of my content, not all of it, but the vast majority of my content is based on subjectivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually just watch. I usually just watch the movie before I review it,
Mm.
and also watch a movie when I'm covering someone's movie review. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't worry. I do often research when I talk about something serious such as political topics, but yeah, most of my videos are subjective.
All right then.
Okay, there are 5 minutes left. Is there anything else that you wanna say, Zaid Magenta?
Well, I can't really think of anything else that I wanted to discuss. So,
Alright,
was there anything else you wanted to say?
alright, I think we can just wrap this up here. Again, I am sorry. I am sorry that I blindly believed everything negative people said about you over the years. And even though I'm still not a big fan of your content, I'm still gonna try to be more open-minded. And yeah, there's nothing else that I want to say. I just want to say that I am sorry about how I've been acting, and I am gonna try to improve on that.
Okay, thank you for saying that.
All right, so I think I'm going to, since everything seems to be done, I'm going to end the recording here, and I'll let you all know when it is available on my second YouTube channel, just so that way everyone has access to it and everyone has full context and like full disclosure and stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, and I'm clicking stop recording now.